Damon has no idea I'm here, but I'm on a mission to save his Murcielago. In this video, we're gonna go see exactly what's broken, can it be fixed, and how much it's gonna cost.
Grand total for the repair is
Boom, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Daily Driven Exotics. I'm very tempted right now to make the joke. I woke up in a brand new Bugatti, but it's a used Bugatti and it's not mine. This actually belongs to a really good, basically best friend, basically a life partner, soulmate, friend, father figure, uncle figure, little brother figure. He's tiny. This is Uncle Raymond's new to him Bugatti Veyron. It's his pride and joy. He texted saying you can go look at it, but absolutely do not sit inside it. So here we are inside the Veyron. This one's got a pretty crazy spec. Now you can see it's purple, a little bit of tan leather, super beautiful, super nice. It's a classic. This is the Veyron. Uncle Raymond's doing some modifications, it looks like. Now, he just got this car recently, and I'm not joking, he is modified. He has a custom front lip coming for it. He changed the headlights, he has wheels being made. Uncle Raymond promised he will not park this car. He'll keep it forever and drive it, not daily, but for Ray daily, so like once a month, which is pretty cool. Let's take a look at the outside of it here, hold on. Oh, hey, my shoes actually match. I'm on point with the interior, aren't I? There it is, you guys. Ray is 2007 Bugatti Veyron. If you don't like the color, let me ask you a question. What color is your Bugatti? You get the joke? Anyways, that's not why we're here. It's not why we're here. In fact, Ray's not even here. Ray's homesick right now. So Ray, please feel better soon. Wish you were here. I miss you. We're here for a very special secret mission, and that's not clickbait. As you know, Damon's Murcielago was unfortunately involved in an accident. And if you don't know, Damon's Murcielago was unfortunately involved in an accident where a mechanic was doing his test drive, lost control, hit a curb, hit a telephone pole, hit a fire hydrant. Unfortunately, the damages were a lot more than we initially expected when we saw the picture. Basically, every panel's been hit. The car was shipped from August Motor Cars Garage to Richmond Auto Body here in Richmond, British Columbia. They're the only certified Lamborghini body shop in British Columbia qualified to work on a Murcielago because it's a very unique vehicle. Now, the backstory on this car is really important because you might just think, oh, it's an expensive car, go buy a new one. Not that simple. I wish it was that simple. It's not. Damon's always been into supercars and luxury cars and exotic cars since the day I knew him. I met Damon when I was like 18 years old. Damon always wanted a Murcielago. He was obsessed, just like he is now. He's obsessed back then. That passion hasn't gone away. We drifted apart for years because as you get older, you start families, you move on, you get jobs, and again, there was no social media, so it's a lot more work to stay in contact. The whole time, he was still chasing that dream of having an exotic car. He would come here to SR Auto Group 10, 15 years ago, long before Damon could even afford a car at any level, let alone like a BMW or a supercar. One day, a guy said, hey, I found a manual Murcielago and it's gated, an LP640. Damon called our friends at August Motor Cars saying, I need this car. Eventually got the car, and this was in 2018. That's back when DDE was not where it is today. Buy a $400,000 converted to Canadian car was a big investment for us, but Damon had a vision for the channel and also a passion, a car for him. And Damon started this channel based on passion and wanting to drive these cars and own these cars, so that was kind of the car for him. Gets the car, and right away there's a problem where the valves need to be adjusted because it's not revving properly. So that gets done at AGX thanks to Mitch and Gutter Snake, and then the car gets to Canada, gets an inspection, fails the inspection to get plates because of a bearing issue. Now, a bearing on a Murcielago is like an engine out job. I don't know why they built it this way, where everything's an engine out. That bearing is an actual engine out repair. So that got done. Car's finally good to go. Damon's driving it. And then before Monterey, we noticed there's an oil issue where it's not having enough oil pressure. Band-aided, unfortunately didn't repair the issue. End of the day, it needs an engine. So that went to GI Automotive. They rebuilt the engine. That rebuilt engine failed. Bought another engine used, put that in there. And along the way, there was just more and more headache. And the whole time, it was hard for Damon because he loved this car so much, the driving experience, and he couldn't drive it. So for 3 years and over $100,000, we plugged away at it. Changed the motor, changed the clutch, synchros in the transmission, belts, hose clamps, just on and on and on and on. The Murcielago was built in a way where a lot of the parts aren't really built for longevity. So that's the whole story behind it. And the whole time, Damon just wants to drive this car because he loves the car. It's not about the money. But what was happening was that car was skyrocketing in value. The Aventador is done now. There's no more manual V12s. Like all those things are happening. And we knew it was gonna happen, and it hit. That car now is worth over $1 million. There's none for sale. So we're gonna go right now and figure out what's going on. And my goal is to get that car back for Damon. Either we write it off, take the car back, we fix it ourselves, or they fix it. At the end of the day, we just need that car driving again. Hold on. Oh yeah. What are you doing in this thing? You got a new exhaust? What's up, Martin? How are you doing?
Very good, how are you?
You miss us?
I did.
You missed the camera in your face! You're yelling! What are you you guys do to this thing?
No VTEC stage 3 kit.
Novitec Stage 3 exhaust. Islington Donuts right here? Is it a Ray's car?
No, customer's car.
Oh yeah, customer's car, no donuts. Oh, this is special now. If you're not a G-Wagon fan, skip the next 32 seconds. This is, I think, 8 in the world G55 Cabriolet 2-door. This thing is super sexy. Ray just imported it. Ray's very wealthy. If you don't know that, he'll tell you. But this thing is badass. Check it out. Quick little G-Wagon look, and we'll get on with the show. Okay, I don't care, let's go. Okay, Scott, so you're taking this on Dream Rally tomorrow.
We upgraded the carburetor, so it's got 44 mil Webers on it. Put some vintage speed air cleaners on it. Did the oil filler, the linkage, and the heater boxes, and the vintage speed exhaust. So it drives a lot better now.
That's cool. So this will be on Dream Rally tomorrow. Super, super, super cool. All right, off into the Uber Black, which we don't have in Canada, so I'm in a Corolla. All right, here we go, you guys. We're Daryl at Richmond Auto Body. It's called Open Road Richmond Auto Body, the only certified Lamborghini repair facility in British Columbia.
We are in Western Canada.
So originally what happened was the car was in the accident, and then the insurance company had a local body shop come look at it. They did not lift the car in the air. They walked around and they said 300 grand. And I was like, I don't think so. There's a hole in every panel. So I called Lamborghini Vancouver, who suggested these gentlemen here are the pros. This repair facility looks like a car dealership. Like, it's spotless, it's immaculate. And you really want to go professional, especially with a Lamborghini or any car, because the repairs are so important. A lot of repairs you won't be able to see because underneath all the bodywork. So we're gonna look at the car today. In the meantime, quick little tour of the facility.
Yeah.
And we'll check out the Murcielago and get an update on it.
This is our paint shop.
That's a big paint shop.
It's huge.
So this is where all the cars come to get painted. Very nice, very nice. Is there a separate department for Lamborghini, or how does that all work?
So our Lamborghini department's more in the back. They're basically Audis. So we have all get repaired in our aluminum room.
They are basically Audis. Aluminum body, which is more complicated. Can you bondo that, or do you have to replace panels?
Replace panels.
You can't fix aluminum.
There's a tear on it as per Lamborghini guideline. You cannot repair it.
Oh, interesting.
This is our estimating bay, where all our estimators sit in. Glass department takes care of the glass here too. What we call the triage bay.
The triage bay. So does our Murcielago come in here, or just skip the bay?
Any tow ins go straight to the back, just because once they drop it, it's gonna be hard to move it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So if somebody's watching home right now and you're in the Lower Mainland or British Columbia in general, and you've got any car, forget exotic, you do everything.
We do everything here, all makes and models, but we do specialize in Lamborghini, obviously, BMW Mini certified, and Audi certified, and Tesla as well.
It's also an airport. We're gonna have a flight in 1 hour back to Kelowna, so we're gonna make this propitious, as one would say. Let's go see the Murcielago and see what it looks like. I have not seen the car since the accident. All right, guys, in his hand, Daryl has the official certified quote. This is the actual quote using Lamborghini parts.
Yes.
To repair the car. The car is in front of me right now, and it's actually, like, jokes aside, it's sad to look at knowing how much this car means to Damon. And beyond that, what this car has been through to get on the road. Tons of money, time, energy, and by lots of different people. Literally covered thousands of miles. Monterey Car Week, the back and forth between Vancouver and LA on road trips. It has such a story here on DDE. To the viewers, but also to Damon personally, it's his dream car. And he said many times, all the cars can go away, but the Mercy's gonna stick with me forever. So I want to figure out right now how to get this car back on the road, whatever it takes. Let's spin the camera. Ready? There it is, you guys. There's the Murcielago, all torn apart. Front bumper, all the carbon, and the SV bumper, as you can see here on that frame rail. And this is all carbon. Keep that in mind that every panel on this car, the door and the roof is carbon fiber. So wherever you see a crack like over here, it's all in the carbon fiber body right there. It's all one piece. So first things first, have you ever had a Murcielago in here before?
Nope.
Oh, this is your first Murcielago? Yeah. And what makes this car different than like a Huracan?
Well, first of all, it's ultra rare now.
It's ultra rare?
Yeah, basically a staple for Lamborghini, just like the Countach, right?
That was scraped up. Whew. Oh. Right there. That was a fire hydrant right there. That was like actual big nut in the fire hydrant where it landed inside the thing, which is nice it wasn't here. Yeah. And the good news is, and if you're wondering right now, nobody was injured. Both the driver and the passenger, both mechanics were okay. Accidents happen, full forgiveness, there's no hard feelings. I've crashed cars, that's what Gerald's crashed a few cars in his day. Have you? Yeah, that's a guilty side. Accidents happen, that's why we have insurance. Anything we replace cars can't. So aside from the fact that everybody's okay, that's the important part. Now it's about the car. So right now we're gonna go over the actual quote for Daryl. And off camera, I mentioned a few of the parts and the price behind it. And I was actually shocked why it cost so much to do that. This car over here, so this is all aluminum. But over here, obviously, this is all carbon. Yeah, so right away, it's like, it's a full carbon body. Again, help me understand this right now, Daryl. How would you fix that?
You can't fix it, you have to replace it.
So how does all this come out? Is it all glued to the car? Is it bolted on?
They are bolted onto the car. However, there's a lot of like the wing, all this filler panels, the gas pocket, all this has to come out first.
How much is this piece? Is that in your quote?
$26,325.
I would need two.
And you too.
Oh, that's a real reaction. So this panel right here, OEM from Lamborghini,
OEM Lamborghini.
$26,000 per side. So that's $52,000 right away. What about like the front bumper? Because it's destroyed, obviously. It's an SV bumper. You can see actual the HID balance for the headlight, which is hilarious. The headlight's just completely. How much is this front bumper?
$29,890.
So $30,000 for the bumper. It's a lot of money. It's not as shocking because there's a lot of things going on here, and it is carbon fiber from the factory. What else we got on that quote right now we can look at? Headlight?
Left headlight is $16,355.
Okay, $16,000 for one headlight?
Yep.
Oh, shit. That's actually surprising.
Your bumper is $43,030.
Hold on, let's go back here and look. We're bouncing around a little bit here. There's a lot of numbers being thrown at me. $43,000 for the rear bumper because it's an SV bumper.
Because it's an SV bumper.
And then the wing, is that included in the bumper or you buy that separate?
That is separate. $30,000 spoiler.
Oh, because of this. So $30,000, $40,000. Each fender was 25, was it? That adds up pretty quick. What other things on that quote made this really expensive? We haven't gotten to the final number yet.
Overall parts total is $380,000 and $270.
So just all the parts from Lamborghini are $380,000 and change. Now, I guess the question would be, can you get these parts? Like, are they all available if you called Lamborghini right now to have tomorrow?
It wouldn't be tomorrow. Some of them are going to be special order.
But can you get them all?
We can't get them all, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
All coming from Italy, though.
Wow. $380,000 in parts. What did you quote for new wheels?
$4,040.
Yeah, forged wheels. These would be about $12,000, $14,000 from Brixton. We talked about in the beginning of the video that the first shop didn't go to this level into the car part. So that's what we got from $300,000. What was your labor charge and all this approximately? This is an estimate, of course. Things can change.
Got 288.3 hours.
Oh,
Just under $26,000.
that's actually not bad when you think about the labor compared to the parts in this car.
Grand total for the repair is $480,000.
I'll negotiate a small discount of $5 off, make it $480 even. But that's it, you guys. So here's the question now, like the insurance company has to decide. So it wasn't our fault, the accident. The shop's insurance will cover it, but it has to go through our insurance policy. They'll basically make it all work out and they'll get a check from their insurance company. So we're basically fighting our insurance company. Based on what the car was assessed at, they wanted to repair the car.
Yes.
This car with a $300,000 hit on it, at that quote, what's that gonna do to the value of the car?
Definitely going to depreciate it.
So I told the insurance company, this is a very rare car. Whoever fixes it has to be certified. That's the only way we would ever even allow that to happen. And there's one shop in Canada, that's why we're here right now. That repair bill is $480. Now you mentioned in your email, it could be more. What was that about?
Quarter pound.
Car was hit, obviously there's damage there. We don't know what's behind here yet. If we actually want to do a salvage build on this car later, which I'll get to, we don't want to cut those off right now because we could just find a way, like Tavares, our friend in Florida, somehow some butter and a knife can actually fix that stuff. Not certified by any means, but like to kind of like, you know, get this done. My other question is, I know these cars have a dry sump oil system and the engines are low. Is there a chance there could be any damage in the motor? We haven't ran this car. Because when it hit a curb, obviously that's contorted a little bit. Could there be more damage inside here?
The only damage that would possibly be back here are the actual frame itself. Once we take the quarter panel off, we've got some suspension damages as well too. Oil cooler damage. Now, if the engine was running while the oil cooler was spewing out.
Yeah, I know that companies that have like rental car companies, someone will like drive over a curb and even a Huracan or a Gallardo, and say, yeah, I ran over a curb, no big deal, and it literally kills the motor because it hits the bottom of the dry sump oil or something like that, and it literally blows the engine up. So that's a bigger concern now, is that this could be a dead motor, could cause a problem in the transmission. Obviously, suspension damage. Do we have new suspension on here?
We do.
Okay, so that's been accounted for. So at the end of the day right now, I would say to be safe, we'll call this a $500,000 repair. It's not really up to us to decide if it's written off or not. It's an insurance company. It's not like if it's 50% of the value, they write it off. There's
a salvage value as well too. Being this ultra rare, I imagine the value of this is very high.
So we have a really cool policy with Hagerty called the cherished value policy. Have you heard of that before?
No, I haven't.
So I didn't know we had it. Our insurance broker, Rami, shout out to you. You saved this one. If the car's a total loss, we get paid out all the money, plus we get to keep the car.
Wow.
So that's the plan, you guys. Fix the car back to Lamborghini spec. If that happens, how long would that take, assuming you had the parts here?
Rough estimate would be about a month and a half.
That's not awful.
Yeah.
But getting the parts here, I mean, after COVID, I can't imagine these parts being quick.
No. Some of these parts being this old, being this rare, some of them have to be pulled off from the assembly line.
Really? So I mean, really, that could be a year. I mean, we can't control that,
minimum,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you think a minimum a year?
Minimum, I would say, yeah.
And we're a business. Like, this car makes us money. So the business loss over a year, it's already been figured 7 months. It was February, now we're in 5 months. So that would be unfortunate. So option one is we fix the car, minimum a year, and we have a car with a $500,000 hit on it. So then they have depreciation and all those things. The alternative, if the insurance company says $500,000 of repair bill on this car is too much, we're gonna write the car off. Then we own the car. Then we have to figure out how we're gonna fix it. We're not spending $500,000 to fix this car personally. It would make no sense. So at that point, Damon would have the option of doing like a crazy wide body one-off kit for it. But again, there's still question marks. We don't know if the motor's still good. We don't know what else is broken beyond this, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I appreciate your time going through the quote. It's a proper quote. Now we have the actual data. I've already given this to the insurance company. I'm just waiting for an answer right now. I'm really hoping we can get this car back on the road at any level. I think in the perfect world for us from a business perspective is we write the car off, we get it back, send it to Huntington Beach to our shop down there, and we have a project. It's a big project beyond our technical skills. Damon could just drive around like this. It could be a bottle opener or something. Damon and I had a lot of memories in this car. I've been in the passenger in this car many, many times. But the noise of that 6.5 liter V12 behind you, it screams. Nothing screams like a Murcielago.
This is a driver's car.
It's a driver's car. Put money aside for a second because money isn't everything. The driving experience, just the passion he has behind it, it's way more than just a car at this point. It's a dream. It's a childhood dream of Damon. So we're gonna figure it out, whether they fix the car or we fix the car in Huntington Beach with some jankiness and make it into a race car or whatever. But this car will drive again on this channel, mark my words.
I can't take no loss, yeah. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. Hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah. I don't even know what it costs, yeah. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. Hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my...
So stay tuned, you guys, on the final verdict on the Mercy. We'll figure it out hopefully in the next week. I'll update you guys as soon as we know what's happening. In the meantime, this is crazy. There's a car here that's completely smashed up that I actually drove a few weeks before this happened on a rally. I won't mention the rally's name, but the car was involved in an incident where somebody was upset in an SUV. It wasn't the car's fault, cut them off and caused a huge accident. And this car is. But if you recall the vlog where Damon and I drove this car before, well, this happened. Oh, all airbags. Wow. Even this little window here. This is all PPF me in the sun. That's crazy. I've never seen it before. But this car was hit, basically, obviously spun around, hit some barriers. Every panel has damage. That's actually the barrier. Right there you can see the color of the barrier, the paint. Is this car for sale? Can I buy this car and do a rebuild series on it? That takes 9 years.
Somebody beat you to it already.
Somebody already bought this car?
Somebody bought it.
Wow, that car is... Driver and passenger were okay. And I really go speak to the safety of Lamborghini and Audi's technology. I mean, like that car is mangled. Those airbags did its job, couple zones and all that. As you can see here in the door, this passenger was still protected. I mean, that'd be a scare, all right.
100%.
There's an R8 over here that I can see has a... Oh dear. What the hell happened to this accident? Look at that, can you see that? Look at that floor pan. What happened?
Don't drink and drive.
So it looks like he lost control and hit a pole or something. Because literally you can see the pole, a telephone pole of a tree. Holy shit. It's the perfect
giant tree.
Damn, dude, that would sting. And they say it's not the crash that hurts you, it's the impact.
It's the impact.
So all of a sudden you're moving all the momentum and you stop like that. Obviously side curtain airbag did its job. Damn. Don't drink and drive. All right, guys, I have to head to the airport. I have a flight literally in half an hour. Thank you so much to Daryl for his time here at Open Road Richmond Auto Body, BC's only certified Lamborghini repair facility. I've said that 1,000 times in this vlog, but it's true. All right, guys, good to see you, the SR boys here. How you been?
Very good.
Do you miss the camera?
I miss
Do you miss the camera?